for the lovers of Japanese cars, I bring you the Toyota Vitz. Now, this is a 2000 model, very intact as you can see it. It wears a 14-inch. It has a 14-inch rim, so you can put size 14 tires, starting from 175, going upwards until you realize that the space is very small. This car is very, very good for a person with a small family. You have 2 or 3 kids, or single people, a single girl, a single boy. You want your first car. It's a very good car for a first car or a second car. This is very, very comfortable, very cozy. Good plastic door panels. It has a very good plastic, very good cloth interior. Now, this is what is good about this car. Now, these seats, if you're the kind of person that goes to the village, these seats can actually fold, making your boot bigger. You see, these can both fold and you can load in stuff. As you can see, this looks very nice. Now, I want you to look at the dashboard. Very, very beautiful dashboard, as you can see. The AC control system is also very easy to maintain. It has a storage unit here. It has two storage units here. Very, 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 very nice. It has a coin box. You can keep your coins here. Now, this is an automatic. It's a 5-speed automatic. Very nice, very good on speed. Now, contrary to what people say, this Vitz can actually go up country very, very well. You can actually have 5 people in here and you can go top speed. It has a very, very good ground clearance and it has good speed. This is a 1.3 VVTi engine, variable valve timing. Now, what this means is that this engine uses both electricity and fuel. It saves you fuel. It has a very small battery, very easy to buy, very affordable. At UBL, you can buy it at 150. And this is very easy. The alternator belts are outside, so you can see whenever they are worn out. You can see the engine coolant, very easy to reach, the radiator, so you can see everything is very easy for you to reach. Now, one thing you should know about this car is that it is very easy to maintain. When you go for service, it takes only 3 liters of oil. 3 liters of oil, that means you will use about 70,000 for service. So you don't have to worry about when you buy a Vitz. This is about the most compact car I've ever seen. It has only 2 lights, one light on the side, and this light has both the indicator, the parking, and the headlight. This baby has a very, very, very spacious boot. Now, like I said, these seats actually fold. You can fold them and have a bigger boot if you go to the village and you want to bring food for the family. You have spacious. Now, you have to be very careful when buying a Vitz. There are versions that don't have these folding seats. Like I say, this is about the most compact and most reliable car I've seen. Now, this is a 2000 model. It basically means it has been on the road for the past 20 years. Firstly driven in Japan, then driven in Uganda for a very, very long time. But I want you to hear how it starts. Wow! Wow! Listen to that sound. Now, let's accelerate and we feel how the engine sounds. You feel it? You feel it? You feel it? Now that we know how good this car can be even after 20 years on the road, what do you want to look out for when you're going to buy a Toyota Vitz? Now, most of the things with this car don't actually break down. You will never find the windows breaking down, that they don't go up or down, no. but still you want to check the doors to make sure that they lock properly, the windows go down properly. You want to make sure that the suspension is right. You want to make sure that all the four rims look alike, because that's something that is very easy for someone to not see. You want to make sure that the radio system works. You want to make sure that the airbags have never come out, because if the airbags have never come out, it means this car has not had an accident. You also want to look in the front of the car to make sure that there are no accident marks, that it has never actually collided with anything. You also want to look in the back to see that this car has not actually had an accident in the back. You also want to look at the body, especially here in the joints, to make sure that the body doesn't have any accident marks. You want to look at the seats to see that they are as clean as these seats, as comfortable as these seats. You want to make sure that they are very sturdy, that they don't make sounds, because if you're going to be driving in a road that has potholes, you want to make sure that you're going to be very, very comfortable. Now, when you find that the engine sounds as good as this one after 20 years, you want to make sure that the engine doesn't have white or black smoke at the exhaust. Okay, now the engine is perfect, this system is perfect. You want to make sure that the gearbox is tip top. You're going to drive this car at both low and high speeds. You want to see if the gears actually engage properly. Now, I would have taken us for a ride, but we are in a lockdown, 42 days. We have so far done only 5 days. We can't go for a ride, but next time I will show you how to feel when an engine is actually changing, when the car is changing gears, if it's automatic. How do you feel the sound? But for now, that's basically what you want to look at. You want to make sure that the windscreen is original, it has never been removed. You want to make sure that it doesn't have any damages. Now, we have also covered how to check for police receipts. We have covered how to check for outstanding parking receipts. Now, if you don't know that, you need to watch my previous videos to see how you're going to check for that. You also want to make sure the tires are not expired.
Compared to the 2000 model, the 2010 is much better, but it doesn't come cheap. It's also much more expensive. Now, don't forget, the 2000 model is worth every cent that you will invest. It's a very, very nice car, but it can no longer be imported into Uganda lawfully. A law was passed where you can no longer import cars that are older than 10 years since the date of manufacture. That includes our 2000 model that we have just reviewed. However, you can get the same car still in the bonds. If you find it without number plates, then you will have gotten what we call new in Uganda. You get the current number plates at about 15 to 16 to 17 million. You can get a used one between 9 to 15 million depending on whom you buy it from or where you buy it from. So yes, it's still good, you can still buy it. However, compared to the 2010 model, which can still be imported, the 2010 model beats it on all fronts. This one is better. How is it better? First of all, it doesn't come cheap, it's more expensive, and it has less years on the road. So yes, it was probably driven in Japan for like 5 to 6 years. If you import it yourself, no years on the roads in Uganda. But if you buy it from the bond or you buy it from someone, it has been driven for not more than 5 years on the Ugandan roads. Yes. So you can get a used one between 15 million and let's say 17, and you can get one that has not been, that is at the current number plate, up to 29 million depending on which bond you buy it from. It has a bigger body, it has more spacious interior, it has a bigger boot, it is the third generation, but you don't forget, fuel efficiency gets better as cars get refined. So this one has better fuel efficiency than the 2000 model. It has better safety features because technology keeps growing, and also you'll get to drive it for longer because it's only 10 years old.